An uncontested divorce is a situation where the parties are not in really disagreement on much of anything. And so it's basically where we're essentially just getting the procedural part of a divorce done, which is the filing, getting the financial disclosures done, working towards a marital settlement agreement. But basically we're coming to an uncontested resolution of the case where we're not going to court, we're not really litigating anything, we're just coming up to a final resolution of the case by agreement. In California, an uncontested divorce generally, in my experience, usually takes about 3 to 6 months, just because there's certain things that need to be done, like the financial disclosures of the parties, as well as working out the terms of the resolution. But it generally, in my experience, 3 to 6 months is usually the ballpark range of where an uncontested divorce goes. Could it be done sooner? Absolutely. You can do it as soon as a month or two afterwards, but it depends on how motivated the parties are to get the paperwork done, get the requirements done, but it doesn't take long. In comparison to an uncontested divorce, a contested divorce is just, by the sounds of it, is just there's issues that the parties are contesting. There's disagreement between the parties on some or potentially all of the issues of their divorce case. And so generally those are going to take longer just because there's more issues to go through to come to either an agreement on or to ultimately litigate. So the range of how long a contested divorce can take really depends on the number of issues, the circumstances going on in the case, and the motivation of the party. So easily it's going to take 6 months for those kind of cases to get resolved, but you're talking at least 6 months to a year. If it's a highly contested case, it's not unusual to have 1, 2, sometimes 3 years going on the contested part, especially if there's custody battles involved. These cases can drag on because somebody's dragging somebody into court every other month or every 6 months, and it's just an ongoing process to get to the point where maybe some final resolution can be done. But even those cases, even after your divorce is done, that doesn't mean custody is always done. It can go on beyond that. So it really depends on the circumstances how long a contested divorce can go. Do I need an attorney to resolve my contested case? Theoretically, no, you don't need an attorney to get through a contested case. Is that a good idea? No, in my opinion, it's not. You really, if you've got issues here that you're going to be litigating in court, you really should have an attorney involved. You need an attorney to go through the issues, set strategy, and honestly, you need somebody that has legal expertise to give you the right advice, but also to know what they're doing in court. Because if you really have a contested case, you need somebody that knows what they're doing and how they're litigating cases. The procedural knowledge and circumstances of a contested case can be somewhat complex depending on the issues, and you really need an attorney on that. So I do experience sometimes somebody on the other side that's in the self-represented. I never think that's a good idea for them, and I never think it's a good idea for anyone that's going to go through a contested divorce. You really should have an attorney. If you have any questions regarding uncontested versus contested divorces, feel free to contact the Maggio Law Firm.